I've been working with a nurse dietitian for the last 6 months, and it's been life-changing. I've lost weight, healed my relationship with food, and have way more energy. Working with a dietitian online to create a personalized nutrition plan was so easy thanks to Nourish. The best part? I pay $0 out of pocket because Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans. 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several European cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation and make it even more memorable by offering comfortable and spacious cabins where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Good morning, Rockaholics. Happy Freaky Friday. Welcome to the end of the traditional work week and the end of February.
How are we already going into March?
And also, the fact that I feel like February was a little bit of like a mood swing, you know? We had full-on winter, we had the teens, and then we had fake spring these last couple of days, too. So February gave us a little mixed bag, a little bit of everything.
Dude, yesterday I stopped to get a coffee, and I was talking to the barista. She's making the coffee, and she's just like, this weather's so great. I'm like, yeah, it's awesome seeing everybody out. The weather's awesome. People are just finding reasons to do anything outside. She's like, I'm just in a great mood. And she's like, I'm in a great mood, too. I mean, short of somebody killing my dog, I don't think anybody can piss me off.
Wow.
It was one of those moments where I was like, you're listening, but you're not, you're kind of distracted. I'm like, excuse me, what?
It's pretty intense, an intense thought.
I was like, but you know what? You're kind of right. Yeah, there's not much that's going to put me in a bad mood when the sun's out.
Yeah, it was really nice. Sun's out, guns out. Boom. Did you get tickets to the gun show today?
Oh, now apparently I did.
We cannot send you into the weekend without some information.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And shout out to Good Vibes Espresso. It's quickly becoming my favorite place to go get a coffee.
All the good vibes.
Good jokes, good vibes, great coffee. Let's go. Hey, the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law, and today, it's National Pancake Day.
All right.
Enjoy yourself a pancake. And if you're wondering, isn't there another day this year that's a pancake day? Yes, that happens on September 26th. If you're wondering why, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Why not, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Washington lawmakers have just proposed this new law. It's SB 5705, which,
of course.
I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my head around 5704, but here we are. It's about traffic safety, stricter fines for repeat offenders as well. So basically, your bill will double if, like, you've gotten busted for tailgating, excessive speeding, using your cell phone, distracted driving, if you're driving in a school zone. So, like, the first time you get, like, a negligent driving fine, it would start at $250. Mm-hmm. But if you get caught doing it again, $500.
Ooh.
And they're going to try to advance this bill on February 20, very soon.
Make good choices out there. Measles alert. We've had the first measles case confirmed in King County. It's an infant here in Washington that they say was likely exposed during some abroad travel recently. But
these damn kids.
These dang kids. They're all sick. But this virus has maybe had the opportunity to spread at some public locations. People are urged to be vaccinated. Measles is highly contagious. Be very careful out there.
How about them Sounders?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just asking, Danny. I don't know what happened to them. No, I'm kidding. Well, they beat Antigua GFC 3-1 in the second leg of the CONCACAF.
Yes, they sure did.
Did they win the CONCACAF last year, or was it the year before?
It was,
I'm sorry.
It was 3 years ago. No, yeah, it was a couple of years ago that they actually won the Champions League.
And then everything kind of fell apart after that.
Well, I mean, they just didn't go very far last year, but it was exciting.
So up next, they take on Cruz Azul, which is something blue.
Yes, I don't know what Cruz means, to be honest.
Is it cross?
Maybe, yeah.
Blue Cross?
Thank you for the translation.
I'm here for all your Spanish needs. They're playing them on March 5th. But before they get to that game, the CONCACAF, they got to go back to being in the MLS, and they take on Real Salt Lake tomorrow.
You're doing too much, Sounders, but let's go.
It's the strangest sport when it comes to just tournaments while the season's happening. I mean, it's just nuts. Yeah. And the Kraken play tomorrow as well, so hopefully they beat the Canucks. Yeah.
An 18-year-old woman from Florida was arrested. She thought she was vandalizing her ex's car. Turns out she was egging and spray painting a neighbor's car on accident.
Where does she have this? Where does she have the money to afford all these eggs? We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, egging is so last year.
Do you think her parents are pissed? They're like, you son of a bitch. And she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. No, you took our eggs.
This is some of the audio of her being arrested by officers.
You really need to try harder to try to be sneaky because you are god awful. You guys spray painted the wrong damn car.
This is the man whose car was vandalized. He was also speaking out.
First of all, I'm not Jason, bro. Like, you know that. I'm Jonathan. That wasn't me. It's crazy, too. Like, they chose the perfect color. The perfect color to pop off of black. You're 18. There's no point to ruin your life this early over a guy.
You guys spray painted the wrong damn car.
This girl is
It's very sad.
She's the winner of the day.
Yes, she is.
You guys spray painted the wrong damn car.
Hey, as far as weather, hitting a high of 59 degrees. Another nice day today with fake spring, so let's enjoy it while we can. The DMD is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, and that is what's up.
You guys spray painted the wrong damn car.
It is always very exciting when a buddy accomplishes a dream. And one of our pals is going to be on one of the most iconic TV game shows of all time tonight, while also meeting a celebrity that he has been dreaming about meeting, who has inspired him more than any other. We're going to chat with our buddy Ryan at 6:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Slow drain being a pain? Call Pinky. That pipe's being a little leaky? Call Pinky. When the toilet won't flush and you're in a rush? Call Pinky. When your shower lost all its spray power? Call Pinky. When your sink's on the blink? Call Pinky. Pinky's Plumbing promises to lick all your plumbing problems quick. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Wow.
What's up?
I just bought and financed a car through Carvana in minutes.
You? The person who agonized 4 weeks over whether to paint your walls eggshell or off-white bought and financed a car in minutes?
They made it easy. Transparent terms, customizable down and monthly. Didn't even have to do any paperwork.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Hey, have you checked out that spreadsheet I sent you for our dinner options?
Finance your car with Carvana and experience total control. Financing subject to credit approval.
Over the years, we've all made some great friends in the world of radio.
Yes.
And one of our good friends is Ryan Smetzer, who we learned recently had not one but two of his dreams come true recently. And we've got to get Ryan on the phone right now to chat about these dreams. Ryan, you're going to be on Wheel of Fortune tonight.
Yes!
That is insane, dude. I saw your post on Instagram and saw like there. I'm like, I thought it was like one of those you dress up and it's a fake backdrop. It's like a Photoshop deal. And I'm like, wait a second. Our friend Ryan is actually going to be on Wheel of Fortune tonight, Como 4 at 7 p.m.
Yeah, it definitely gives off the vibe of being like an AI-generated picture, doesn't it?
It does, dude. But I have to say, what got me excited, because we've met you a few times at our radio conventions, love hanging out with you, and I've preached a good word to like some of the higher ups about how awesome you are. And one of the things I always say, I'm like, this dude is like a young up and coming Ryan Seacrest, not knowing that Ryan Seacrest is like one of your heroes, because you listed on your Instagram post that you had two dreams, one being on Wheel of Fortune, the other getting to meet Ryan Seacrest. I was like, that's so crazy, because like you give off that I don't mean to upset you about your hero, but I'm like, you give off like a Ryan Seacrest vibe, a likable version of him.
Well, no, like, I mean, like, you know, a lot of people have like their childhood heroes that like they kind of maintain over the years. Like, you know, most people, it's like a sports thing. Like they get their LeBron, their MJ, their Tom Brady. Like, you know, Seacrest was like my goat, you know, growing up. Like I would take my mom's old tape recorder and like record, you know, American Top 40 or one of his shows and just like, you know, record my voice over his or whatever, which, you know, I imagine he wouldn't be thrilled to know that fact, but like, you know, I would do my own versions of his shows in the playground, which I got bullied for a little bit, but, you know, the full circle moment of this makes that much worthwhile.
Ryan, what was the application process like going, you know, through that, trying to get on Wheel of Fortune, get picked?
It was very interesting, but honestly, not as hard as a lot of people would think it would be, because I clicked the link, you know, went through it, and they asked for just like a 60-second video submission of you, you know, explaining, you know, your personality, your life story, some fun facts about you, and like why you would, you know, be a good candidate to be on the show. And, you know, so I really kind of dug into the, you know, I really wanted to be the next Ryan Seacrest when I grew up and all those different kinds of elements. And, you know, it was just like, all right, well, we'll see if, you know, that works in my favor. And I ended up getting a phone call about 3 weeks later from one of the casting directors, and eventually got the email of like, hey, can you fly out in a couple of weeks? And the rest is history.
That's so awesome. And I know you can't probably tell us like how you do tonight. And we'll all be looking forward to watching tonight at 7 p.m. again on Como 4. Our buddy Ryan Smetzer is going to be on Wheel of Fortune. But I hope you could share at least this. You're there, you're standing by the wheel, all that's getting ready. Like you mentioned, your not so creepy story about emulating Ryan Seacrest. But what was that moment like? You know, when you see the person that you do idolize and that you are, like you look at as like a hero and a person that you wish that like maybe one day you'll go down that same road, and then he walks into the room. What is that moment like for you?
So it's so funny. Like I was telling somebody the other day, it genuinely felt like a fever dream, meaning I still don't believe that it actually happened until I see it tonight on TV. Like the whole time, I was so afraid I was going to be terribly nervous. Like I was actually genuinely terrified that like I wasn't going to be able to answer any of his questions or, you know, spin the wheel properly. I was so terrified I was going to like spin the wheel in the opposite direction or, you know, break the wheel or something was going to happen that they'd have to stop the taping or something. I just was in that moment of, oh my God, like this thing that I had really just wanted to at least meet this dude since I was like 7 years old is actually happening. I just kind of rode that wave for the fastest, most surreal 30 minutes of my life.
What does Ryan Seacrest smell like?
Ooh.
Did you get a good whiff?
Honestly, clean, I think is the best way to put it. Because, I mean...
Like lavender clean or spring fresh?
I would say closer to spring fresh than lavender clean. I feel like lavender might be too strong of a scent. But yeah, it's the closest to spring fresh.
Ryan, we are so excited for you. This is, I mean, I think for so many of us growing up on that show, and even for me, I have a 5-year-old. I credit Wheel of Fortune with like teaching him the alphabet more than me. So this is, it's just such a cool thing to be a part of, and we're so stoked for you.
Yeah, there's so much history to the show, and like, you know, getting to be in that studio alone, just like you walked in and you felt like you were walking into like the most historical building in the world. Like you were walking into the Louvre. Like it was just, you know, and it's just lives have changed in that building. Between that and just like touching the wheel for the first time, which sounds so creepy, was so surreal.
It's funny hearing you describe that because I think it was the exact opposite feeling I had when I got to be in the audience for the People's Court, which was like this most rundown shack of a set with duct tape keeping it together. And I'm like, this is so disappointing because I was like, you know, I grew up watching the People's Court. And you're like, this is a dump. Like, this is sad. That's so awesome, Ryan.
To have two dreams come true on the same night is pretty remarkable, Ryan, and we look forward to watching you tonight on Wheel of Fortune, Como 4, 7 o'clock. And if people want to follow you on social media, your handle is at Ryan Smetzer, host of The Ryan Smetzer Show.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Take care.
You too, my friend. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Our number is 206-803-ROCK, and we want to hear from the Rockaholics on this topic. It doesn't have to be meeting a celebrity or getting to be on a big TV show like our buddy Ryan there, but what was a dream meetup that happened for you? Or like a dream moment that finally came to fruition for you? Give us a call now and tell us the story. 206-803-ROCK. We will take your calls after Pearl Jam.
The Daly Migs Show.
What was that dream meetup or dream moment that came true for you? Give us a call now, 206-803-ROCK. We know that Russ from Port Orchard met an absolute film legend, and we're going to talk to him in just a second. But Katie from DuPont, tell us about this former student of yours.
Good morning, everybody. So I have a former student, and her goal was to be on Broadway. And so she was casted in a show called In Transit. So my husband and I flew to New York to see her make her Broadway debut, and it was epic. It was just epic.
Did she big time you and didn't even bother to say hi to you? I'm kidding.
Oh no, she totally, like, we met up with her, and it was fantastic. So while I'm sitting there in the audience, the second half of it is my family loves the music Pitch Perfect. Like, my husband and daughter can sing it and dance it. It's hysterical. So the guy that wrote the choral arrangements for Pitch Perfect was sitting right behind me. And I was like freaking out. So after the show, we meet up with my student, Durianne, out in the lobby. And I'm like, oh my God, Deke Sharon is here. And she goes, oh, I know Dekey. Do you want to meet him? And I'm like, oh my God, sure. So she calls him over, and he comes over, and he's talking to me, and and he gave me his phone number and says, hey, if you ever want me to arrange for your choirs, let me know. And I'm like, oh.
That's next level, Katie. That's awesome.
That's a great story.
206-803-ROCK. What was that dream meetup or dream moment that came true for you? Dylan from Oak Harbor, you got to meet a Power Ranger. Which color Power Ranger?
I got to meet the late Green Ranger, Jason David Frank.
Wow. Okay. This is so weird because yesterday Danny was telling us how he met the pink Power Ranger. Now today we've got the green. So who do we have left? The yellow Power Ranger, the blue. Is there a black Power Ranger, right?
Funny you should mention that. I did get to meet the second Yellow Ranger a couple years ago at Comic-Con internationally.
3 out of 5. We got 3 out of 5. Take care. Before today is over, we're going to meet all the Power Rangers.
I also got to meet the Red Ranger, Austin St. John.
Now you're just bragging.
Dylan, are you in the Power Rangers, actually?
He's the Black Power Ranger.
I was Team Power Ranger, but it was something about the Green Ranger growing up that he got me into karate, and when I got to meet him at Comic-Con, this was like 10 years ago, it was just something different because when I saw him for the first time, I started shaking and I started almost crying.
Oh my gosh.
He was my childhood.
That's the best.
That is very cool. For a second, I thought we needed to get a restraining order against him with the Power Rangers. And then I met the red one.
Gang's all here. 206-803-ROCK. Russ from Port Orchard, tell us about the absolute film legend that you met.
I got to meet Mr. Pat Morita. I used to work construction I worked construction in Vegas. I was doing a job at a guy's house. Didn't know who it was. All of a sudden, Mr. Miyagi, Pat Morita, comes walking out in the front yard after me. How I'm doing. Really down to earth. Most down to earth person I've ever met in my life. Offers me a beer.
Ooh.
Did you take the offer?
I couldn't do it as a work.
I feel like in those situations, like just bend the rules a little bit. I mean, Mr. Miyagi's asking me to have a beer. I got to say yes.
Spencer from Kirkland, where did you get to see Tiger Woods?
Oh, at Chambers Bay at the U.S. Open at the practice facility. I showed up a little too late to meet him in the morning and posted up off the 18th green. And towards the end of the day, I heard someone say, hey, my wife's watching the Golf Channel. Tiger's down at the practice range, and I was almost in a mad sprint. And got down there, and for about 2 hours, I stayed about 60 feet from him and just watched him hit balls and putt, and just an incredible time.
No, you're within striking distance of one of the greatest of all time. Did you have a chance to chat? Oh. Oh, crap. Can't ask those kind of questions. He hung up on us.
Rockaholics, how would you like a shot at beating Steve? He has a current record of 61 wins, 28 losses, and 15 ties in 2025. The number to call to play the game is 206-803-ROCK, and we will play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show. The Daily Migs Show.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/confluence. That's Atlassian.com/CONFLUENCE.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at Fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
So I read in USA Today that the majority of people stop GLP-1 weight loss injection shots in a year. Now, what's concerning is if you get off GLP-1s, there's a real chance you can gain all the weight back. The solution? Alma said, a natural superfood protein shake. University studies show it optimizes your metabolism so you can lose weight easily, and Alma said it's been scientifically proven to preserve muscle mass. Use Alma said with GLP-1s or as a natural alternative. Find out more and see the university studies at almased.com. That's ALMASED.com.
So I actually tried Gemini a couple days ago, the Gemini Live where you can talk to it, and it is really crazy to have a full-on conversation with this thing. I was just messing around, so I asked it to give me ideas for hosting during the holidays. And when it starts giving you results, you can just stop it and say, okay, but what about something low-key for a smaller group? And then it adjusts to that, and you can just keep going until you get an idea you want. I think that's what I would use it for the most, brainstorming stuff. It's so good if you don't know where to start or if you hit a wall, you just go to Gemini. It helps you get the ball rolling. But obviously you can use it for all kinds of stuff. If you want to learn something new, you can have it give you advice, ask it to explain Bitcoin in simple terms, or you can have it quiz you on microbiology. I mean, imagine being a student and you've got this personal tutor on hand. It's hard to explain. You really just have to play around with it, see how it listens to you, responds, adapts to your style of conversation. Just try it out. It's free.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
I recently found out that you can see a personal dietitian covered by insurance. There's this platform called Nourish that will match you with a dietitian based on whatever your concerns are, whether that's weight loss, eating disorders, autoimmune conditions, or something else. They're actually a network with major insurance providers, so most patients pay $0 out of pocket. 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several European cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation and make it even more memorable by offering comfortable and spacious cabins where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a
Who's
loser.
ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
There they go.
There they are. I'll be honest, I forgot today was Friday until they both stood up.
Dude, me too.
I was like, why are you standing? I've never been happier to see them stand.
Me too. Karen's like raising the roof.
I'm excited.
I would stand with you guys, but I jacked my back yesterday.
No, what'd you do?
I was pressure washing, and I had to get like in a low spot, and I had to kind of like do this weird body twist, and I was doing it for too long, and then when I stood back up,
that's all right.
You know what helps that? Yoga.
Yoga?
Come do some yoga with me, Steve.
Show me how to downward dog.
Oh, I will.
Okay, Grandpa.
Let's get to Hunter from Puyallup. Hunter, are you there?
Oh, I'm here.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Hunter has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
What band had the 70s hit song Dream On?
Aerosmith.
Correct. How do you say good morning in Spanish?
Buenos dias.
Yes. How many Oscar nominations is Wicked nominated for?
Woof. 3?
No.
4.
No.
2?
No. Bounce berries are better known as what kind of berry?
Bounce berries, you said?
Yes.
Boysenberries.
No.
Cranberries?
Yes. Who played the title character in the sitcom Everybody Loves Raymond?
Pass.
What color belt follows the yellow belt in judo?
The red belt.
No.
The black belt.
No.
The blue belt.
No. Which city is 101 Dalmatians set in?
London?
Yes. What fast food restaurant can you get a Dave's single burger?
Carl's Jr.?
No.
Wendy's.
Yes.
Right.
Hunter, you got 5 correct.
Okay.
Okay.
It felt like more.
It did. I feel like this one's actually going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
But Steve is so good at guessing.
His back is tweaked. He didn't even know it was Friday. He's falling apart.
That's true. You know what? That's true. That is very
I'm
true.
off my rocker.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What band had the 70s hit song Dream On?
Oh, Aerosmith.
You know it. How do you say good morning in Spanish?
Oh, crap. Buenos morning.
No.
I'll come back down and pass.
How many Oscar nominations is Wicked nominated for?
9.
No.
6.
No.
7.
It's nice, but no. Bounce berries are better known as what kind of berry?
Blueberries?
No.
Strawberries?
No.
Blackberries?
No. Who played the title character in the sitcom Everybody Loves Raymond?
Ray Romano.
Yes. What color belt follows the yellow belt in judo?
Green.
No.
Blue.
No.
Ooh. Purple?
No. Which city is 101 Dalmatians set in?
Paris?
No.
New York?
No.
Tukwila?
No. What fast food restaurant can you get a Dave's single burger?
Wendy's.
Correct. What do you call a female turkey?
A turkette.
No.
A Joey.
No.
A Sarah.
Aw, no.
Ay.
Wow.
Buenos dias.
Yes, but it is too late. It's about time.
I needed that out of my system because it bothered me for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and clearly we can tell because you got 3 correct, which is a loss, 5-3. Hunter, let's freaking go. Yeah.
Hunting for Migsies.
I love that that's Hunter's response. Ha ha!
Gotcha.
I thought it was going to be close, but I thought you would have eventually won.
I blame that Buenos Dias.
Buenos Dias. Does anyone know how many Oscar nominations Wicked has?
5.
Double that.
10?
10 nominations. Hunter did know that bounce berries are known as cranberries.
Oh, yeah, eventually I would have got to that.
Eventually.
I was naming every berry.
You were. Taryn, what color belt follows the yellow belt in judo?
I don't know. Is it red?
It's orange.
Orange.
And what do you call a female turkey? Taryn.
A male is a tom. What's a...
Tina.
Hen.
Oh, really? Just a hen?
Yes, just a hen. Oh my gosh, we're all stupid. Congrats on
She
losing,
has no idea.
Steve.
Danny's yelling in the background. It sounds like he knows for sure. Oh, it's Tina.
Tina.
No. Sure isn't. But wait, no, you lost. Happy Friday.
We have this new feature on the Odyssey app, and it makes it very easy for you to leave us a voice message. We've been getting messages on there nearly every day, Steve, Migs, and some have been very interesting.
Extremely interesting. One person has a voice message about a parade.
Okay.
But the other one has a very strange scenario that involves being on the toilet.
Well, we will have to slide into our VMs after Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Daily Migs Show. Something got you bent, and now you need to vent, or you did something bad and you need to repent? Well, slide into our VMs.
Yeah, baby, it's time to slide into our VMs. On the Daily Mix Show.
You, too, are invited to leave us a voice message anytime you'd like. Just download the Odyssey app, and you can do it right there, Steve.
Yes, you can. And we have a bunch of great voice messages. One might be one of the more interesting questions we've ever received, and it involves sitting on a toilet, but I promise you, it's nothing dirty.
Okay.
But before we get to that, we need to talk parades.
Oh, geez.
Because we have a voice message about that.
I think this is working. Hey, guys, if you do that parade thing, I would totally go. Rock on.
Now, that's the kind of enthusiasm we need.
If that doesn't make me want to throw a parade, I don't know what will.
I think this is working.
Yes, it is working. Are you working? Maybe he was distracted because he was doing something at the time.
Oh, boy. Just parade talk is all the rage right now.
Okay, so yesterday we got a text message from somebody saying you guys should throw a parade because you seem to be so obsessed with the world's smallest parade that happens in Hot Springs,
Arkansas. 98 feet long.
98 feet long. But they've turned it into like this epic event where it's not so much about the parade. It's just about a big gathering.
Yeah.
They said, what they say?
30,000 people.
30,000 people show up. Bands like Smash Mouth and Sugar Ray have played it. And then all these different like Grand Marshals.
I'm in. I'm in for a parade, a silly parade.
So if we threw a parade, this guy will go.
Yes, we have at least one. How many people do you need to constitute a parade? If there's 5 of us, is that 4 in this room and then that guy?
I believe at least 7. So we need 2 or 3 more enthusiastic people like this guy.
Hey, guys, if you do that parade thing, I would totally go.
I mean, he's totally going to come.
I wonder if he's going to throw candy at us.
No, I mean, we don't even know if he's on the south end or the north end. Like, where do we do it? I don't think we do it in Mercer Island.
Not a chance.
No.
My island is lovely, thank you.
The expectations would be way too high if we threw a parade in Mercer Island.
Yeah, that is true.
West Seattle seems a little crazy.
Yeah.
So then it's either Puyallup or Stanwood.
I mean, Stanwood does love a parade.
At your house.
Oh, perfect. We'll just parade down my neighborhood.
Well, you got acres.
Yeah.
How many acres you have in this farm?
5 1/4.
5 1/4. So that's longer than the world's shortest parade.
That is.
We could do a short parade in your house.
In my yard.
Brad won't even know.
No. I'd be totally in for a Stanwood parade.
Well, I mean, also, I mean, this guy's at it right here.
Parade thing, I would totally go.
I mean, he would totally go.
All right, I'm in.
If this guy's going to go, I want to go. All right, here we have another voice message. This one is about the toilet. Are you ready?
I think so.
So, I was curious, you guys.
I like that there's a long pause.
It's a lot of drama building up.
Do you think he's just trying to figure out a way to say this without like it being weird?
Yes.
Okay.
What do dogs think, or cats think, or any animal, I should say, while you're sitting on the toilet and they want to come talk to you or bug you, what the hell do they think they are or that we are doing? And it doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Well, I know my dog shows up with a biodegradable bag for me, just like I do for her. Isn't that what your dog does?
Love, support, balance. I love
It's
that.
a well-trained dog.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I've never really thought about what my dog is thinking when I'm using the bathroom.
Well, you're probably like most women. You probably only take like 5 seconds to use the bathroom. I think this is a guy question, to be honest with you. Because I know this is like the conversation. I'm sure George is guilty of it too. I'm sure Danny as well.
You make a career out of it.
Well, I mean, that's just a chance to just kind of decompress. So you're sitting there for a little bit, and then the dog shows up, and I'm always like, the dog will just kind of pop its head in. I'm like, what do you want? What do you want? Like, I don't want to play right now.
Your dog's just checking if you need her.
Yes.
For emotional support while you're...
I wonder that. I don't wonder that about the one on the toilet, but there are times where I'm like just sitting on the couch and I'm like, what is going on in that dog's mind right now?
Yeah.
And I know like scientists will always I always hate those studies where it's just like, your dog doesn't like hugging as much as you think it does. I'm like, how do you know that for sure?
My dog loves hugging more than I think it does, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
We saw the Thrill is here early. What the hell is that guy doing?
He's a hard worker.
He is. He puts in the long hours, but he might be the only person here at the station who's going to watch the Oscars this weekend. We're pretty sure. And why is that? We're going to chat with Thrill from the men's room at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. When that pipe starts to trickle and you're in a real pickle, call Pinky. When that burst pipe starts to smell right, call Pinky. When your water heater's shot and it won't get hot, call Pinky. When you get home to a flood, call your best bud. Pinky's Plumbing to the rescue. No job is too big or too small. Pinky's does it all. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's.
Yeah, sure thing. Hey, you sold that car yet?
Yeah, sold it to Carvana.
Oh, I thought you were selling to that guy.
The guy who wanted to pay me in foreign currency, no interest, over 36 months? Yeah, no. Carvana gave me an offer in minutes, picked it up, and paid me on the spot. It was so convenient.
Just like that.
Yeah?
No hassle.
None.
That is super convenient. Sell your car to Carvana and swap hassle for convenience. Pickup fees may apply.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
The 97th Academy Awards is coming up this Sunday, and Conan O'Brien is set to be the host for the very first time.
I don't know any of the movies that are at the Oscars.
I also know none of the movies that are going to the Oscars, and we ran into Thrill
Hi,
in
you're
our
here
place
early.
of work.
I know. Hey, man, it's what I do.
It's what you do.
It's what I do.
Are you much of a movie buff? Do you know the Oscars this year? Who's nominated?
No, I mean, sort of, right? So my wife watches any award show that's on, and we sat through the SAG Awards, I guess it was last week or something.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude, look, it's my wife. We're going to watch it.
Does she watch
That's
the
what
Tonys?
happens. No.
Okay.
You know what? She might, but I won't.
You don't.
That I absolutely cannot sit through. So I guess a lot of people at the SAG Awards are also like front runners for the Oscars, but other than the Timothée Chalamet, the Bob Dylan flick, I was kind of unfamiliar with everything going on, right? So these people are winning awards for movies, and I'm like, I've never heard of this.
And who was it? Is it which is the actress that's finally being considered for?
That's Demi Moore.
Demi Moore, yeah.
Demi Moore, yeah. So she's had like a 40-year career, and she's like, hey, man, I've just never been recognized. I'm like, well, you make bad movies. She's not a bad actress, but you're in garbage movies, man. So I know she's in some movie this year. I have not seen it, but it's supposed to be
the
good.
garbage movies are the movies that I watch. So.
Right. I mean, look, I like
a fan
her
of a
movies.
dumb action film or
But
just a dumb comedy.
I ain't winning an Oscar, man.
No. I think they said that those are called popcorn flicks.
Yeah, it's the ones where you go to the movie and you're happy to see it.
Yes.
So it sounds like, Thrill, you and I are going to be the perfect people to play along with a little game that Steve Migs has come up for us.
Yes. All right.
Is this Oscar music?
It's Hooray for Hollywood. It's close enough.
Oh, there it is. All right.
Yeah. So we're going to play a game. It's just going to be called Oscar or a not-sker?
Not-sker. Okay.
I'm going to read a short, vague synopsis of a film, and you'll say Oscar if you think it's a real Oscar-nominated film for 2025, or you'll say not-sker if you think it's the premise to, well, an adult film.
Okay.
Because as I'm going through all these movies, I'm like, what are the synopsises of some of these, Oscar films? And I'm like, this sounds like a porno.
Really?
Yeah. So, we'll give you one for example. Here, we'll start with you, Phil. A sculptor takes on a young apprentice, but as their artistic collaboration intensifies, so does their obsession with perfection and each other. Oscar or not-sker?
God, that is tough, man. Because sadly, as you're saying the synopsis, I'm picturing a porn, no matter what. So I always feel bad. I'm going to say an Oscar.
You are correct.
What is the movie?
Marble and Flesh.
That's up for an Oscar.
That sounds like a porno.
The name, yeah, that's absolute porn.
All right, let's try this one, you guys. An ambitious journalist goes undercover at a luxury wellness retreat, only to discover that the program's mysterious methods push far beyond relaxation and into a world of primal indulgence. Oscar or not-sker? What do you guys think?
I'm going to go with not-sker.
That's what I'm thinking, not-sker.
You are correct.
All right.
The movie is called Deep Tissue.
So great.
All right, next one. Oscar or not-sker? Celebrating the Oscars this weekend. A chance encounter at a high-profile gala, a billionaire tech mogul and an enigmatic woman began a dangerous game of deception, seduction, and betrayal that can cost them everything.
I'm leaning not-sker only because that plot sounds so stupid that if it is up for an Oscar, that's sad.
So I'm going to go up against you then. I'm going to say Oscar.
You're saying Oscar?
Taryn, you would be correct.
What?
It's a movie called The Velvet Code.
Also sounds a little adult.
It sounds very adult.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at these synopses of all these films, and I'm like, they're raunchy sounding. I kind of want to watch them.
That's up for an Oscar.
Right.
I've never heard of this.
I never heard of, what was the other one? Marble and Flesh. I've heard of Deep Tissue, but let's not go down that road. All right, here's another one. When a group of political activists infiltrate a high society masquerade ball to expose corruption, they find themselves entangled in a night of passion, danger, and moral reckoning. Oscar or not-sker?
I'm going to say Oscar.
I'm going to go against Thrill and say not-sker.
Well, Thrill, you are correct.
Oh!
I'll tell you the key on that was moral reckoning. There is no way you describe a porn and use the term moral reckoning to explain it.
My key, the term was political activist.
Right.
Something sexy about that.
Yeah, well, I guess, Nail and Palin, I guess that was kind of a...
And is there the Bobert? Yeah, I mean, she's down for some,
And the movie is called The Masquerade Affair.
Again, I've not heard of this, and it's nominated for an Oscar.
Right, the most prestigious award in all of Hollywood.
Be cool if we heard of the movies.
All right, should we do another one?
Yeah.
All right, this is fun. A group of strangers stranded at a remote cabin during a storm find that the only way to stay warm is with each other. Oscar or not-sker?
That's gotta be a not-sker, right?
Gotta be.
You are correct.
All right.
The film, Snowed In, Turned On.
Oh! Yeah!
All right, one more.
Okay.
Oscar or not-sker? Is it an Oscar-nominated film or an adult film? A famous opera singer loses her voice and retreats to a secluded island where a mysterious fisherman helps her rediscover music and love in unexpected ways. Oscar or not-sker?
It sounds like a porn, but I'm going to say Oscar.
I kind of agree with you, Thrill. That sounds very legit.
Yeah.
Feels weird saying this, but you guys nailed it.
All right.
It is an Oscar. Echoes of Silence.
Ooh. Again, I have not heard of this movie.
Oh, I know. I've heard of none of these films.
I might just watch the Oscars to see what in the hell was released last year.
And now you can look at your wife and be like, oh, yeah, I totally know the premise of this film.
Oh, that's about the fisherman that helps the
opera singer.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, they found love in unexpected ways. How are you so ignorant?
Thrill from the men's room. Thank you so much for joining us for some Oscar or not-sker this morning.
You got it, man. I need to watch some movies.
Yeah, you'll be the one. I think the only one in this room that's watching it. There's no chance I'm watching this on Sunday. Thanks, Phil.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he's pretty impressive. He's a great competitor.
He's the best.
He is the best. Now, how about you, Rockaholics? If you want to help us celebrate the Oscars by also playing Oscar or Not-Scar, 206-803-ROCK. Call in now to play 206-803-ROCK, and we will play that game after Guns N' Roses.
The Daily Migs Show.
The 97th Academy Awards will be taking place this Sunday, Rockaholics, and we do not know much about movies in this room.
No, we are clueless.
And if you just missed it, Thrill clearly doesn't really know that much about movies either.
A little bit more than us, though.
But now it's your turn. We want to play Oscar or Not-Scar.
We're going to read a short, vague synopsis of a film, and you have to guess whether or not it's an Oscar or a Not-Scar. Oscar if it's an Oscar-nominated film in 2025, and Not-Scar, well, it's probably been nominated for something, but usually at the AVN variety. So these are adult films, because we've realized that a lot of these descriptions of these movies that are up for Oscars sounds kind of sultry.
They sure do.
All
so
right.
let's meet our Rockaholic film buff. It is Eric from Kenmore. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning.
All right, Eric, are you ready for the first film?
I'm ready.
Okay, a group of powerful men locked in a secret chamber, making the ultimate decision. But the tension inside isn't just political. When secrets and desires bubble to the surface, will they be able to resist temptation? Or will they break all the rules? Oscar or Not-Scar?
Oh, man, this has to be a Not-Scar.
You would be wrong. It's actually a film called Conclave.
What?
All right, we ready for our next one?
Yes.
All right, how about this one, Eric? Beneath the flickering candlelight and whispered confessions, a skilled masseuse becomes a vessel for her client's deepest desires. This intoxicating character study transforms a simple touch into an exploration of human connection. Oscar or Not-Scar?
It has to be an Oscar. There's no way that was nominated.
You are absolutely correct. Sadly, it's a movie I've seen, and it's called The Masseuse.
Good work, Eric.
10 out of 10 recommend.
We also have Jaime from Atlanta who would like to play the game, Steve Migs.
All right, Jaime, how you doing?
I'm doing great. This game is awesome.
Okay, let's see how well you do at it. A neon-drenched fever dream of the 1980s. This punk-infused spectacle takes cinema into a surreal avant-garde territory. With a pulsing synth soundtrack and a rebellious spirit, it captures the raw energy of a generation that lived fast and loved even faster. Oscar or Not-Scar?
Oh, my God. You know, I would love for that to be a Not-Scar, but with all those big words, it's got to be an Oscar.
You should have went with your original feeling, because it is Not-Scar. It's a film called New Wave Hookers. 1985 classic. You want to do one more with Jaime?
Let's do one more with Jaime.
One more, Jaime. Are you ready?
All right.
All right. He was a man of mystery, a drifter with a guitar, and a voice that can make anyone melt. But when a fiery reporter gets up close and personal, she discovers the legend has a lot more to offer than just music. Oscar or Not-Scar?
Well, I know that one's an Oscar because it sounds like the Bob Dylan.
That's because it is.
Nice work, Jaime.
And that movie's called A Complete Unknown.
Yes, it is.
Fun fact, Bob Dylan, before he was a musician, adult film star.
Okay.
Not really.
Spreading lies. Rockaholics, how would you like a shot at beating Steve? His current record is 61 wins, 29 losses, and 15 ties in 2025. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
If you're thinking about GLP-1s for weight loss, listen up. You must make sure you're maintaining your muscle mass while you're losing weight. Otherwise, you can slow your metabolism and regain the weight. Almacid, a natural superfood protein shake, has been scientifically proven to preserve muscle mass. It optimizes and supercharges your metabolism so you can lose weight easily. Use Almacid with GLP-1s or as a natural alternative. Find out more and see the university studies at almacid.com. That's ALMASED.com.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/Confluence. That's Atlassian.com/CONFLUENCE.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
I've been working with a Nourish dietitian for the last 6 months, and it's been life-changing. I've lost weight, healed my relationship with food, and have way more energy. Working with a dietitian online to create a personalized nutrition plan was so easy thanks to Nourish. The best part? I pay $0 out of pocket because Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans. 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several European cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation and make it even more memorable by offering comfortable and spacious cabins where you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend. It's
Danny and Sharon are jumping.
What's going on here? Oh my gosh. You're shaking the chair. He's touching my shoulders.
I know, I don't like it.
Oh, he's touching your shoulder. Call HR.
I need a shower now.
I forgot that you hurt your back, Steve. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's not that bad.
And Taryn was doing some wild moves behind you, Steve.
I was stretching. I was getting ready.
She was getting down real low. I don't know what was going on.
I just want to make sure I didn't pull a muscle, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of jumping.
Do you think anyone listening at home is jumping with you guys?
I hope so. I know it.
Maybe like a 5-year-old.
Yeah,
I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
Let's get to Edward from Renton. Edward, are you there?
I'm here.
Were you listening to the men's room around 5:40 to hear the cheat sheet, perhaps?
You know, I always listen to the men's room, but I can't remember the...
So you listen while you smoke weed. I get it.
Makes sense. I feel like a lot of their listeners do. All right, Steve, get out of here.
Don't blame them.
For those playing at home, Edward has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
How many dice do you use in a game of Yahtzee?
5.
Correct. What game show just celebrated its 10,000th episode?
Simpsons.
No.
Survivor.
No.
South Park.
No. What type of fruit is on top of the men's singles trophy at Wimbledon? Whoa.
An apple?
No.
Orange.
No.
Coconut?
No. What actor played 6 different roles in the Polar Express?
Polar Express. Tom Hanks.
Correct. Which state produces the most cranberries?
Wisconsin.
Yes. Comedian Jack Black is also a singer for which band?
Tenacious D.
Yes. Who always made an appearance in Marvel films until his death?
Stan Lee.
Correct. The Timberwolves are an NBA team from where?
Portland.
No. Edward, you got 5 correct, though.
All right.
Shoot.
Hey, that was enough for the guy that played earlier.
Exactly. Earlier this morning, the guy got 5 and he won, so there is a chance.
Yep. I believe.
You believe in Edward.
Not in Steve.
There we go. I was waiting for the rhyme.
That's the worst song I ever heard.
Steve, are you ready?
Ah, yes.
How many dice do you use in a game of Yahtzee?
Oh, 5.
Correct. What game show just celebrated its 10,000th episode?
Price is Right.
Yeah.
Bitch.
What type of fruit is on top of a men's singles trophy at Wimbledon?
My bad. It's the Price is Wrong, bitch.
Yeah, come on, get it right.
What is what?
What type of fruit is on top of the men's singles trophy at Wimbledon?
A banana?
No. You wish.
An orange?
No.
Plum?
No. What? Which actor
I like
played 6
plums.
different roles in the Polar Express?
Tom Hanks.
Correct. Which state produces the most cranberries?
That would be Washington.
No.
Oregon.
No.
California.
No. Comedian Jack Black is also a singer for what band?
Oh, Tenacious D.
Correct. Who always made an appearance in Marvel films until his death?
Stan Lee.
Yes. The Timberwolves are an NBA team from where?
Minnesota.
Yours. What is the main color of the Nintendo character Goomba?
It's Minnesota. I don't want people to get mad. What?
What is the main color of the Nintendo character Goomba?
Blue.
No.
Purple.
No.
Green.
No. What 90s year did the internet become available to the public?
1992.
Oh, no. So close with that one. But you got 6 correct, and you did lose. Edward, I'm sorry, 6-5. So close, though.
Did he just throw his phone down?
Yes.
Well, that stinks for him, but you know, Taryn, I got a better song than yours.
Yeah, Edward was a little mad there. But he did well.
I'm sure he didn't, but I'm just picturing taking his phone, just throwing it against a wall. Be like, I'm done with this.
Or the ground. I lost by 1. Does anyone know the type of fruit? I guess, well, Taryn will, because it was on the cheat sheet. That is on a men's singles trophy at Wimbledon?
The one that does not belong on pizza. Pineapple.
Correct. It's actually really cute. I Google imaged it, and I was like, oh, that is a little pineapple.
And that's for the Wimbledon trophy?
Yeah. Why? I have no idea. The main...
They're swingers. Yeah, get it? They swing their tennis racket. You're right.
Oh, that's actually brilliant. I love that. The main color of the character...
Danny clapped like he was proud of himself.
Pat yourself on the back. The main color of the character
Way to be,
Goomba...
Danny.
I don't know. I have no idea what
They're
Goomba is.
brown.
Okay.
They're so cute. Google them. And you were said 92 for the year the internet became available.
91?
It was 93.
Oh, I went, okay.
You went
Good
the wrong
year.
way. Well, congrats on beating Edward.
Earlier this morning, we got a voice message, and it sounded like this.
If you do that,
most enthusiastic parade supporter ever.
Absolutely.
Then we ended up getting some texts from listeners, Steve.
Yeah, because we were all talking about this parade, and then all of a sudden he'd say, "Oh, the parade, I'll go." Somebody texted and said, "Hey, I have a house in Tacoma. You guys could have a parade right there."
Right in the backyard.
So apparently we're having a parade in Tacoma?
I don't know about that because now we have a manager of a bar in Stanwood wanting us to have it there. Yeah. We're going to chat with Amy from the Stanwood Hotel Saloon after Green Day.
The Daily Migs Show.
For about the past week, we have been kind of obsessed with this world's shortest St. Patrick's Day parade that takes place in Arkansas, Steve.
Right, and we've gotten a few text messages and a voice message as well, just kind of being like, well, why don't you guys have your own stupid St. Patrick's Day parade if you love it so much? And apparently, we said we don't have a venue, we don't have a place to do this, but Sarah says that there's someone on the phone that says that they have a place for us to do this parade.
Is this Amy on the phone?
This is Amy.
Hi, Amy. And as I understand, you are with a local business in Stanwood.
We are. I'm with the Stanwood Hotel and Saloon in downtown historical Stanwood.
Okay.
We would love to host a parade.
I know this place. I know this place.
You mentioned this place. I thought it was like, I'm like, what do you keep talking about? A hotel, but it's a bar and grill kind of saloon.
Yes.
Called the Stanwood Hotel.
Yeah, we've been here since 1894.
Whoa.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, it keeps getting better.
That's like the year Sarah graduated from high school.
College.
It even gets cooler. It used to be a brothel upstairs in the late 1800s.
Let's go.
This is incredible.
This is becoming the perfect place for us to have a parade.
I didn't realize Stanwood was as cool as it is now. Thank you. Taryn's never
cool.
Taryn doesn't make Stanwood sound cool at all.
Oh my gosh. So Amy, how long have you been at the Stanwood Hotel Saloon?
I've been there for 15 months.
Tell us what kind of happens like day to day at the Stanwood Hotel Saloon.
You know, Stanwood's a small town. It's just kind of our local watering hole. It's one of a few bars. Super cool crowd. We have probably some of the best ever and do karaoke on the weekends. It's kind of just a chill, what you would imagine a small town bar being.
And right around that area, you think we might be able to close off a street or something like that and maybe throw a parade?
Absolutely. So we're on the same street as City Hall, so it all worked really well.
Oh my!
Okay, this is getting more and more ridiculous.
Now we're in with the City Hall.
So what are we talking about? Like doing this on we can't do it on actual St. Patrick's Day
because that's like a Monday, I think.
Okay, so
that's a Monday. That'd be terrible. How about the Saturday prior?
The 15th. I'm in, Steve.
I mean, I've driven through Stanwood. I've never actually been in Stanwood. I've been living here for over 20 years. So, I mean, what better?
You're missing out.
Now that I know there's a brothel / bar, we should do this.
I think this would be awesome. We could call it Stanwood's shortest St. Patrick's Day parade.
That'd be awesome.
So,
yeah, we'd love to have you. We can open early if you need us to. Whatever you want, you just let us know and we'll accommodate you.
All right, because I live life through my stomach. What kind of food you guys got at the Stanwood Hotel?
It's bar food, burgers, sandwiches, fried food, the basic stuff.
Amy, do you have a signature cocktail you like to make or a favorite drink that happens at the Stanwood Hotel Saloon?
Well, I'm a whiskey neat girl, so it's Pendleton, but we have if you drink it, we have it. There's so many great things. Our nighttime girls are amazing bartenders, and they come up with some amazing stuff.
Could we do since we'll do it a little bit earlier in the day, like a Bloody Mary and call it like the Bloody Daly Migsy?
Absolutely.
Oh, my God. Amy, you're making this too easy for us. We're ready for a parade.
I got nothing going on that Saturday. I'm in.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. It'll be a lot of fun.
Awesome, Amy. Well, we got to get our butts together.
Here's the problem. Now we actually have to figure out what the hell this even means. Like, I mean, the four of us will just make floats and just walk for a couple of feet. But I mean, we got to do a little bit more. Wear green.
Yes, definitely wear green.
Okay.
We'll get the whole town involved, Amy.
Absolutely. It'll be super fun.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Amy. Yeah, I mean, we'll be in contact. I'm sure Taryn will swing by after work like she usually does. And
Amy, are you working today?
I am not working today. It's one of my few days off.
Well, right on, Amy. We appreciate you offering up your spot to do this parade that I didn't know we were really going to do. But that's going to be awesome.
All right, wonderful. We'll see you guys then.
Okay, take care,
Thanks, Amy. We'll talk soon.
Bye.
Time to do some party planning, Steve.
We got to figure out this whole thing.
Why do you think scientists would give cocaine to the rats?
For parades.
Of course. We're going to go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck. And what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
A study conducted by Albany Medical College found that rats naturally they prefer silence over music, but when you give those rats cocaine, they want to listen to jazz.
I thought they were more into Molly personally, but I guess I was wrong about rats.
Obviously, animal rights groups have come forward. They're criticizing this study, but Albany Med is suggesting that this could actually provide insights into addiction. So then, of course, people have to go to social media to voice their opinions on all of this. So we're going to go straight to the comments.
Yeah, we found a bunch of comments. I even saw this post on Instagram, and the comments were just, people were just, obviously, animal rights people are just losing their minds. But then there's some people who's like, what in the... Well, I did not expect that this was going to be a story today, but here we are. So we sent these comments to a man that we felt would be perfect for these comments. And it's a man that once shared mountains of cocaine with John Lennon, Sir Elton John.
Okay.
So we have Robot Elton John reading the comments about the cocaine rats. Are you ready for the first comment?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Yes, it was rats taking the cocaine. Definitely not the scientists. That's a nifty excuse to get cocaine for you and your colleagues.
Okay, that's brilliant if that's the case.
Yeah.
We have an idea. We'll do a big research on cocaine with rats, and they got to fund it for us.
It's science, guys.
I know a guy who could get us the stuff. On the up and up, I promise.
Can we normalize not giving rats cocaine?
That's a very solid point.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're doing this.
Why are we wasting it on the rats?
Seems like a waste of cocaine.
Oh, apparently Elton John, and you think the same.
When I do coke with my pet rat, we prefer listening to early Metallica.
Okay.
It's very fast.
Thrash metal. Yeah, like Whiplash.
Yeah.
Or Seek and Destroy.
Yes, please.
Why are we wasting good blow on Mickey?
Wait a second. Did the robot version of Elton John sniff? Yeah, listen.
Why are we wasting good blow on Mickey?
Is the robot Elton doing coke right now?
Yeah. The robots are getting really good at this.
Gives the term coke rat a whole new meaning.
I don't know that term. Is it popular in Kirkland and maybe Stanwood? No.
I don't know.
Why are you laughing so hard?
I can't speak to that.
All right, we have one more comment about the coke rats.
Cocaine rat. I haven't seen that movie yet.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
The sequel, the Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear, now it's Cocaine Rat.
And they just end up at jazz bars?
Oh my gosh. I would be so into that.
Seems like a waste of cocaine.
A well-known singer has shared that he loves to microdose LSD.
Okay, here we go. Does he do it with his pet rat?
And Sir Elton John, the robot. We're going to tell you what's trending after Linkin Park.
The Daily Migs Show.
Daily Migs Show. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Slow drain being a pain? Call Pinky. That pipe's being a little leaky? Call Pinky. When the toilet won't flush and you're in a rush? Call Pinky. When your shower lost all its spray power? Call Pinky. When your sink's on the blink? Call Pinky. Pinky's Plumbing promises to lick all your plumbing problems quick. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Yeah, sure thing. Hey, you sold that car yet?
Yeah, sold it to Carvana.
Oh, I thought you were selling to that guy.
The guy who wanted to pay me in foreign currency, no interest, over 36 months? Yeah, no. Carvana gave me an offer in minutes, picked it up, and paid me on the spot. It was so convenient.
Just like that.
Yep.
No hassle.
None.
That is super convenient. Sell your car to Carvana and swap hassle for convenience. Pickup fees may apply.
We know that for many of you, you are just waking up. You're taking in more of this fake spring and the beautiful sunshine as you sip your coffee. And you're trying to figure out what is going on out there in the world of pop culture. And there's a lot happening. So we're going to help out by telling you what's trending.
What's trending on the Daily Migs Show? What's trending?
Following the absolutely mysterious death of Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy, there's a full-on investigation happening because although they are not suspecting any foul play, it's just a suspicious situation that they were both found dead in separate rooms of the house. The dog also was found deceased.
But then they also have a couple other dogs that were fine.
Such a weird situation.
And then, I don't understand what's going on. Maybe you know better than I do, but I saw something about, he was mummified as well. What? Yeah, partially mummified too. I don't understand any of the stuff that's going on right now behind closed doors. But that's why when the story came out, they're like, no foul play. I'm like, everything seems foul about this.
Yeah, I guess maybe I don't know what the definition of foul play is.
Fair. I don't watch enough of those crime scene television shows. Maybe I should, like SVU or Law and Order, and learn about this stuff. But none of this makes sense to me.
No. So they're doing a thorough investigation. Hopefully we'll get some more information soon about that.
Unreal. Okay, so Rick Springfield, you remember him?
Yes.
Jesse's Girl.
Yeah.
Some other song. I don't know any. Does anyone know any other Rick Springfield songs? Yeah. But Jesse's Girl is kind of like a timeless song.
Everybody knows that song.
I feel like that song still holds up. Maybe the production quality could be a little bit better, but I think if it was recorded and put out today, it would still be I don't know if it would be a hit, but it'd be very popular.
Absolutely.
It'd be popular in my household, I tell you that much. Well, anyway, Rick Springfield, he's 75 years old. I didn't realize that he had a lifelong battle. He is dealing with a lifelong battle with depression. He's still with us. But a way that he's decided to combat depression is by microdosing.
Which of the substances?
What do you think?
I'd go with Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
You are absolutely correct. With the LSD, the acid. That's his way now to manage his battles with depression. He says it makes him happier, makes him a better person. He tried ketamine, and he just said he didn't like the way and the effects that it had. He also cut back on alcohol. That might help. And he only has a few sips on stage. So I guess he still casually drinks when he's on stage. But now I kind of want him to go full psychedelic and let's see what kind of music he can make.
Just releases a totally trippy jam album,
like a Pink Floyd inspired version about Jenny.
But there's a lot of people out there experimenting with microdosing to deal with mental health or other types of things, whether it's psilocybin or LSD. It's a very popular thing happening right now.
Is it in Oregon where it's I don't know if legal is the right term, or there's certain parts of it that certain. Okay, you don't know.
I don't know. Oregon. I feel like probably.
No, I'm going to Oregon tomorrow. I'll go find out.
Yeah, go ask the hard hitting questions.
Yeah, if I don't make it back by Monday, the answer is yes.
They are.
It is legal there.
Oh my God! Taco Bell is celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Crunch Wrap Supreme by introducing Crunch Wrap sliders for a limited time.
Have you seen the pictures of these?
No.
They look amazing. They're like little mini Crunch Wraps.
They're so cute.
Yeah, I don't know why. When I heard Crunch Wrap sliders, I thought all of a sudden they kind of made it look like it's a burger. But no, they're like little teeny tiny. They look like little ninja stars.
Like a baby one.
But instead of them killing you, they fill you with delicious food.
Migs, I have to add the Crunch Wrap Supreme to the list of fast food things I've never had before.
Oh my God. Really?
I've never had a Crunch Wrap Supreme.
Oh my gosh.
What is wrong with me?
Oh, so many things.
We don't have enough time to go through that list.
I'm not sure if I have either.
Dude, they have a black bean one. What are you doing with your life? It's so good.
Well, let's freaking go right now.
Okay. Oh, you're missing out.
Well, when I used to go to Taco Bell, I was one of those people that I didn't go often. I don't know about you guys, but when there's a certain place that you like going to, but you don't go too often, you don't get adventurous with what you pick. I'm always going to get the soft taco Supremes because I love those. I would get a bunch of those. A couple hard tacos, just kind of mix it in a little bit.
That.
Like 5 or 6 of them.
You have a very advanced palate.
Oh, very. I like sour cream in my tacos. And then I would, back in the day when they had the Mexi pizza.
I love the Mexi pizza. Oh my gosh. Also, I get the soft tacos. I don't get the soft taco Supreme, but
Why?
I just like the regular ones.
Oh, that's right. You don't like white creamy stuff in your mouth.
I don't really.
So weird of you. Well, we got to go check that out. Travis Kelce, he just confirmed that he's coming back to the NFL, saying that he's not ready to retire, and he's also not ready to settle down with Taylor Swift.
Oh,
no, he didn't say that part. He didn't say
Jesus.
that part. He may freak you out. But he did say he's determined to get back in top shape, redeem himself after the Chiefs' Super Bowl loss to the Eagles. I did hear that there's a few reports that came out that he was massively sick during the Super Bowl.
Like with what? Like a cold or a flu or something?
I think it was called drop a ball-itis.
Oh.
No, apparently he was sick, and I don't know exactly what he was sick with, but like that contributed to his poor performance in the Super Bowl.
I mean, think about that though. Like a top athlete, the access to whatever it is that they might have from the medical world that can allow them to play in the Super Bowl when they're sick. Like we don't have access to that. I don't think.
But I think it's also a little bit of just suck it up. Not like the coach saying about. I'm sure he's just like, there's only so many Super Bowls I'm going to get to play. Oh, he's on the Chiefs, so he'll play every year. But you know what I mean? Like there's like only so many times that it's like, okay, I'm just going to have to suck it up and be sick and play because I don't want to miss out on this.
Yeah.
I always hate though, like when you have something exciting to do, like there's like a big event or a big something like a party or like you're getting together with some people and you're looking forward to it, and then all of a sudden you start feeling like the sniffles.
Get that tickle in your throat.
Like, you got to be freaking kidding me. I'm going to be sick. I'm not going to be able to do this.
Mummy Pig. This is the mom in Peppa Pig. Yes, you're the Peppa Pig expert around here, Steve.
Yes,
so Mummy Pig is the mom.
Yes. Well, no, it's the dad. Mummy Pig is the dad in Peppa Pig. Of course, it's mom.
Mummy Pig was on Good Morning Britain and shared some big news.
I'm excited to share that our family.
Now, when people say American television's stupid, here's proof that it's not just in America that they have stupid television.
Is getting even bigger because we're having another baby. I'm due in the summer and we're all so excited.
I'm sorry, having another baby or having another piglet?
Oh.
Like is she going to give birth to a human?
Yes.
Okay. Well, because if it was a piglet, then we would know, she's spawning pig, but I guess it's
I like that you're questioning the realism to a talking pig that's a cartoon that happens to be on a talk show.
It's just, I'm just a little curious. Maybe she's stepped outside of her marriage and is having a human baby.
Somebody did say foul, going back to the story earlier about with Gene Hackman.
Yes.
Said that foul play would be like somebody causing their death. Anything like gassing in the house, like or murdering them or something along those lines. So that's what they meant. Is that that's why it wasn't foul play. And then somebody also said that mummified means that they've been dead for a while.
Oh my God.
I don't like any of that.
No.
Rockaholics, how would you like to beat Steve? That I would really like to see. He has a current record of 62 wins, 29 losses, and 15 ties so far in 2025. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 8:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
So I actually tried Gemini a couple days ago, the Gemini Live where you can talk to it, and it is really crazy to have a full-on conversation with this thing. I was just messing around, so I asked it to give me ideas for hosting during the holidays. And when it starts giving you results, you can just stop it and say, okay, but what about something low-key for a smaller group? And then it adjusts to that, and you can just keep going until you get an idea you want. I think that's what I would use it for the most, brainstorming stuff. It's so good if you don't know where to start or if you hit a wall, you just go to Gemini. It helps you get the ball rolling. But obviously you can use it for all kinds of stuff. If you want to learn something new, you can have it give you advice, ask it to explain Bitcoin in simple terms, or you can have it quiz you on microbiology. I mean, imagine being a student and you've got this personal tutor on hand.
It's hard to explain. You really just have to play around with it, see how it listens to you, responds, adapts to your style of conversation. Just try it out. It's free.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 1070622.
I've been working with a Nourish dietitian for the last 6 months, and it's been life-changing. I've lost weight, healed my relationship with food, and have way more energy. Working with a dietitian online to create a personalized nutrition plan was so easy thanks to Nourish. The best part? I pay $0 out of pocket because Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans. 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With nonstop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, there are great connection options to several cities. Whether it's the romantic streets of Paris or the stunning beaches of Barcelona, Condor will start your vacation by offering comfortable and spacious cabins. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
It's Friday.
They're jumping.
They are.
And we're sitting.
We are.
It feels good.
I'm comfortable.
Me too.
They're pitting out.
Yeah. They already smell weird.
Yeah, I'm a little bit.
There's a little funk in the room.
There is now. Yikes. It is Friday, and it is the last Friday of February, people. So next time we see each other, it'll be March.
Crazy.
Insane. Let's get to Chris from Stanwood. Chris, are you there?
Yes.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Chris has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
What is the name of the player in baseball who's positioned behind home plate?
Catcher.
Correct. Sprite's iconic slogan is Obey Your What?
Thirst.
Yes. Conan O'Brien will host the Oscars this Sunday, but who hosted last year?
Pass.
The 2 MLB teams from Florida are the Tampa Bay Rays and who?
Bay Rays and the Florida Marlins.
Yes. What is the name of the orange ghost in Pac-Man?
Clyde.
Correct. What is known as the brain of the computer?
The hard drive.
No.
Motherboard.
No.
Mothership. I don't know.
No. Jesse Tyler Ferguson played Mitchell in what sitcom?
Oh, pass.
What is the dangling skin under a turkey's neck called?
Okay.
The gobbler?
No.
I don't. Pass.
The second Xbox console was called what?
The 360.
Correct. How many ghosts show up in A Christmas Carol?
8.
No. Chris?
Yeah.
You got 5 correct.
Dang it. It's right down the middle.
Because you got to all 10 questions, so, you know,
We can work with this, Chris. We can work with this.
That's the same score I got last time. Come on.
Oh, man. You know, one day you will improve. And there's always a chance.
Yeah.
Steve lost one. He won one. So I'm rooting for another loss. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What is the name of the player in baseball who is positioned behind home plate?
The catcher.
Yes. Sprite's iconic slogan is obey your what?
Thirst.
Yes. Conan O'Brien will host the Oscars this Sunday, but who hosted last year?
Was that Jimmy Kimmel?
Wow, correct. It was. The two MLB teams from Florida are the Tampa Bay Rays and who?
The Miami Marlins.
Correct. What is the name of the orange ghost in Pac-Man?
Winky.
No.
Tinky.
No.
Dinky.
No. What is known as the brain of the computer?
The hard drive.
No.
The central processing place.
No.
The CPU?
Wow, yes. Jesse Tyler Ferguson played Mitchell in what sitcom?
Modern Family.
Correct. What is the dangling skin under a turkey's neck called?
The goozle?
No, the what?
Wait. Waffle. Waddle.
Waddle, yes. The second Xbox console was called what?
The Xbox 360.
You know it. How many ghosts show up in A Christmas Carol?
3.
No.
4.
Yes.
That music's still going, baby.
Yes, I know. I heard it too this time. Steve, you got 9 correct, which is a win, 9-5. Sorry, Chris.
That's okay. He truly is the best.
His head doesn't need to get any bigger, okay?
Yes, it does. Going into the weekend, got to wrestle in Portland tomorrow.
Oh, let's go.
I need all the confidence I can get, brother.
I really thought you might get a perfect 10, but the only one you didn't know, and Chris did, the name of the orange ghost, it doesn't rhyme with the Tinky or Winkies. It's Clyde.
Clyde!
I don't know why he's the only one that doesn't rhyme, but poor Clyde.
Tinky, Blinky,
and Pinky, I think.
Pinky, is it Tinky one of them? Or
Pinky, Blinky, Inky.
Okay. And then Clyde.
I think.
I get them and the Teletubbies confused with their names. But you won, so congrats, Steve.
Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde. You're right.
There it is.
Yeah.
We came across a story about this police officer in the UK that is in a bit of trouble for being quite possibly the worst coworker ever.
I saw this story and I'm like, I cannot believe that this person did that and thought that they would not get in trouble for it.
He broke wind right next to his coworker's face, and he did it on purpose.
See, I do it accidentally.
He might be the worst coworker ever, but can you top that? 206-803-ROCK. Nominate the worst coworker of all time. Call in now with that story. 206-803-ROCK. We'll take your calls after Tool.
The Daily Migs Show.
We want to hear your stories about the worst coworker of all time. Call now, 206-803-ROCK. And the reason we're asking about this is because we came across the story about a police officer from the UK who's gotten himself in quite a bit of trouble. Easily could be the worst coworker of all time. So what did he do to deserve all this attention? Here is the report.
A Met police officer is facing a misconduct hearing after allegedly farting in a female colleague's face.
News at 11.
Yes, really. PC's Wayne Sansom and Ben Jeffries are both accused of crossing the line at work multiple times between 2020 and 2023. He reportedly farted directly in a female officer's face in November 2021. If the allegations are proven, both officers could be fired for violating standards of respect, conduct, and professionalism.
Can I just say I love hearing that word with a British accent?
Farting.
So he might be the worst coworker ever, but we want to see if you can top that, Rockaholics. Nominate your worst coworker of all time by calling 206-803-ROCK. Ricky from Tacoma, it sounds like you want to do a self-nomination.
Yeah, I do.
So you're the worst coworker of all time?
Oh, yeah. Every time a new employee would come, so I worked at a deli, and it was a small bathroom, but we kept like a mop bucket in there for when the store closed. We would mop the whole store out with it.
Uh-huh.
And every time a new employee or even someone that had worked there for years would go in there to drop a deuce, we would light the brown barrel bags that you would bag groceries with. We would douse them in lighter fluid and light them and toss them under the door. So you would go in like full panic mode because there's a flaming bag at the door.
And you're sitting on the toilet, so you're kind of in this like weird dilemma. Do I get up or do I finish what I got to do?
Yeah, you kind of got to grab the mop bucket and like grab the mop out and try to put it out while you're sitting down. It was.
Dude, I feel like this is like I feel like that's a deleted scene from the movie Waiting. Do you remember the movie Waiting?
Yes.
And they were like the coworkers would just do awful things to each other, and it was just like, what is happening? That sounds like something that would be in that movie.
Solid nomination for the worst coworker of all time.
You know what? He's right. He is the worst coworker of all time.
206-803-ROCK. Jaime from Atlanta. Tell us about the bad coworker you have right now.
I have to see this guy every day. I pray that something happens where I don't see him every day, and it doesn't. I do 80% of the work. He clocks in, sits on his butt, and starts watching videos on the computer. He cannot be told he's wrong about anything. He knows everything. There's one of the best examples I can give is when he first started. I work for a delivery job. One of the places we go to is a place called Juan's.
Uh-huh.
Well, he comes out and he says, "Hey, did you pull the things for Julian's yet?" And I was like, "Julian's? You mean Juan's?" And he's like, "Oh, no, Julian's. It says it here." And I was like, "No, that's Juan's." He says, "Oh, well, that's how you say it." And I'm like, "No, that's
what?
It doesn't have an L or an I in it. It's Juan's."
I like how he pulled that card. Like, well, you just, you say it differently than me, buddy.
We know that you are a massive music fan, Rockaholics. But do you think that you can name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? Prove it to us. And if you do, we're going to hook you up with tickets to see Dropkick Murphys and Bad Religion. And they are playing together at the Dune Peninsula in Tacoma on July 24th.
And extra points if your name is Julian.
Yes. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Slow drain being a pain? Call Pinky. That pipe's being a little leaky? Call Pinky. When the toilet won't flush and you're in a rush? Call Pinky. When your shower lost all its spray power? Call Pinky. When your sink's on the blink? Call Pinky. Pinky's Plumbing promises to lick all your plumbing problems quick. So when your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
What is Dax, are you?
Tracking all our cars on Carvana Value Tracker on all our devices? Yes, Kristen, yes, I am.
Well, I've been looking for my phone for...
In Dax's domain, we see all. So we always know what our cars are worth.
All of them?
All of them. Value surge, trucks up 3.9%.
That's a great offer.
I know. Sell?
Sell.
Track your car's value with Carvana Value Tracker today.
Hiring is a lonely business. Posting jobs, sifting through resumes, interviews with unqualified applicants, being ghosted. What if you could link with dozens of qualified candidates who are ready to work right now with just one connection? That's Express Employment Professionals. Find us at expresspros.com. One connection, the workforce you need. Problem solved. Express Employment Professionals. expresspros.com.
Throughout the morning, we have received texts and calls from you that we haven't had a chance to chat with you about. But right now, we are checking in with the Rockaholics, so please give us a call if there's anything you'd like to chime in on from the show today, or if you have something on your mind that you would like to discuss with us. And we have Dylan on hold, and we're going to get to him in just a minute. Dylan is another person that wants to nominate themselves for the Worst Coworker of All Time award.
Earlier, we were asking for people to nominate who they think is the worst coworker, and now we've gotten multiple people that have nominated themselves, which is very concerning.
But Terry from Burien would like to nominate her husband's coworker. What would your husband's coworker do, Terry?
He was the worst. They worked at a body shop, and he would pee down the air hoses, so when the guys would plug in their tools, they get splattered with pee.
Oh, my
so your husband worked with Taryn Daly.
Oh, it gets worse. He would snot in cream-filled donuts and put them back in the jar box so people would eat it. He was just a jerk, to say the least.
Did they fire him eventually?
I don't know whatever happened to him, but I'm sure he got taken care of somehow.
Karma.
He welded people's toolbox drawers closed. He pulled out the bottom drawer of a guy's toolbox, lined it with plastic, and filled it with water and goldfish. And
Okay, that one's kind of
he
funny.
would also, he was a chewer, so he would spit on the floor, and the guys are crawling on the floors working on the cars. My husband warned him, like, dude, don't do that. Finally, my husband put lacquer thinner in his chew can. You can only imagine how raw his inner lip was, and then putting chew in it with lacquer thinner.
Terry, I am never going to complain about my job ever again. How does somebody suck that much as a human being that they just keep doing that? Like, is there somebody else in the office that's like, oh yeah, that's hilarious, or in the shop that's like, oh yeah, that's hilarious? Like, or are you just doing it to entertain yourself?
What a miserable, terrible person.
That guy completely stinks.
206-803-ROCK. We are checking in with the Rockaholics, and I'm excited to check in with Dylan. Dylan, you're on I-5, and you were the terrible coworker.
Oh, yeah. About a decade ago, I worked at an Ivar's Acres of Clams, and we would troll all of the new guys, and we had so many different ways to do it, and I was kind of heading all of it. So we would tell them to mop the walk-in freezer with like a cold mop bucket, told them that if they used hot water, that it would bring down the temperature of the freezer. And the second the mop head hits the ground, it's instantly frozen to the floor.
Really?
And then we would do stuff like the coffee machines have, water filtered all the way to it. And we tell them they have to drain the hot water out, and they'd be there for 20 minutes before they realize that it's unlimited hot water.
Now, Dylan, I know you're doing it to mess with them, and in a weird way, it's kind of like an IQ test also. You're kind of figuring out how smart this person is.
Yeah, some of those definitely were an IQ test, and we'd fill I'd fill creme brulee things with mayonnaise and then top it with the sugar and burn it, and we'd give those to people we didn't like.
Sounds kind of delicious.
Fish sauce inside of the soda straw, so when they went to the bathroom, they come back, they go to take a sip of their soda, and they just get a mouthful of fish sauce. And
okay.
Wow, you're a prankster, Dylan.
Of all the things you said, that's easily the worst. I hate when I take a sip of something and I think it's one type of beverage, but I forgot I ordered something else. And I'm like, that doesn't taste like Diet Coke. And it's like,
It's
like
jarring
lemonade.
when that happens.
Yeah. But at least it's not fish oil or fish sauce.
206-803-ROCK. We are checking in with the Rockaholics.
We're getting a lot of text messages about this parade apparently we're putting on.
Oh, God.
So earlier, was it Amy from the Stanwood
Hotel Saloon?
Yes. She called in and said, hey, if you guys really want to do a St. Patrick's Day parade, we'll have it outside of our bar. Which I'm like, well, got nothing going on. Was it Saturday?
Saturday, March 15th.
We got to figure it out. Somebody texted and said, are you guys really going to do this parade in Stanwood? I'll totally be there.
Yes, we are.
We now have 4 people that said they're going to come to this parade.
That definitely means it qualifies as a parade.
5. Dude, I love the Stanwood Hotel. If you guys come out to Stanwood, that would be effing awesome. This would be the first time I've ever been. I've driven through Stanwood, but I've never actually stopped in Stanwood.
You've never seen the sights, Steve?
I've never experienced Stanwood. I kind of want to make a whole day out of it. That's why I want to do it.
You know what's wild, too? The Stanwood Hotel Saloon is reportedly haunted.
So is it also a hotel?
Yes, they have a hotel upstairs. It's like a historic old building.
Because Amy told us it was once a brothel.
Yes, and so they have hotel rooms upstairs. I think they're getting ready to reopen those rooms.
Do they have haunted whores?
Yeah. Ooh, could we get the haunted ghost horrors to march in the parade with us?
At least give us a haunted whore tour.
This is getting
Can
out
we
of
make
control.
shirts?
Yes, and a banner.
Maybe we should call it the Haunted Horror Parade.
Oh, my
Probably.
God.
I don't think our legal department will accept that. We still have to figure this all out with our legal
We're
department.
going to have a parade meeting after work today.
Guys, we want to do a thing called the Haunted Whore Parade.
God. Migs, when I came in this morning, you told me that I remind you of Owen Wilson.
Yes.
And then you said you would tell me about it later. I'm feeling like it's maybe because I have a crooked nose.
It has nothing to do with the nose or the blonde hair.
I do have a very crooked nose.
Yeah, but his is like its own spectacle.
Okay, so I still don't know why this comparison is being made, but we're going to find out at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Migs, you said that I remind you of Owen Wilson.
Yes.
And I'm really curious why.
Well, it has nothing to do with your blonde hair, or as you said, the crooked nose.
Deviated septum.
It all has to do. Well, you know what? I want to put Danny and Sarah to a test.
Oh, God.
With a quick little challenge. And I'm going to call it, is it Owen or is it Taryn? I'm going to play you some audio. You have to guess whether or not you think it's Owen Wilson or if you think it's Taryn Daly.
You're giving her so much anxiety.
Look at her face right now. This is so great. Because Taryn sent me a video of her with her kid that she thought was cute. And I'm watching. And I'm like, Wait, what am I watching? Because I was like half paying attention in the audio. Well, okay, so let's see. Do you think this is Owen or Taryn? First one. Ready? Wow. Taryn.
I was thinking Owen.
That is Owen. Okay, next one. Do you think this is Owen or Taryn?
Wow.
That's Taryn. Next one.
Wow.
Ooh. Taryn. Yes.
Wow.
Ooh.
That sounds like the same.
I know. I'm going to go with Owen. Owen, you are correct. One more. Ready?
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That was one. So the reason being is you were videoing your cute, adorable 5-year-old son, Barrett, as he was teaching.
He was reading to our dog.
Yes.
Not to me, reading to our dog.
And look how, and you can hear almost the disinterest in Taryn's voice while she's.
Wow.
To a talk. Hey, I remember when Brute was a puppy.
I remember that too.
Yeah, it goes into a dog.
Yep.
A cub grows into a bear.
Wow.
I will grow into a man when I get very big.
That is right.
It is a square.
Wow.
Cake. It is a circle.
Wow.
It's like, cool.
Fascinating, kid.
You're doing a great job, Barrett.
Wow. The enthusiasm is oozing.
That first wow, I like to adulting. I'm like, wait, is she parenting Barrett with Owen Wilson?
Wow. Why did a guy call 911 to say this?
I've been locked in the storage unit for about a week now, and I just now
find out?
I've been locked in the storage unit for about a week now, and I just now found my phone.
Find out what that's all about during the Daily Migs download after Billy Idol.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMV is brought to you by Palace Lawn. There's a guy in North Carolina that had to call 911 on Monday because he was locked inside of a storage unit for about a week. In fact, here's the 911 call that he made.
911, where's your emergency?
I've been locked in the storage unit for about a week now, and I just now found my phone.
Man, she's looking for the phone for a week.
How did the battery not die?
Well, now you're wondering, well, why were you even locked in there? Apparently, he said that his girlfriend locked him inside and it took him a few days to find the phone because it was dark. And here's a police officer explaining what happened.
A girlfriend has outstanding warrants for attempted murder and for kidnapping. No food, no water, elements. You know, like I said, if we had been in the heat of the summer or the super cold of the winter, this would be a whole different story.
Now you're wondering, okay, what's going on with this girl? Why? Investigators say that they got into an argument. She told him to get something out of the back of the storage unit. So he crawled in there. She slammed the door, shouted, "This is what you get." Locked it, left, and never came back.
Wow. That is bonkers.
Right?
That makes me feel way less crazy in my relationship.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, if you think your significant other's a pain in the ass, at least they're not trying to kill you.
It was 24 years ago today that we were shook by the Nisqually earthquake in Seattle. This was back in 2001.
This was that big one.
Yes, and I was actually in Yakima, and we felt it over there.
I just got back from Vegas. I was on a massive bender for his buddy's bachelor party. So I had the day off, and I remember waking up and I thought the room was like moving.
Oh yeah.
Because of my head was spinning. And then I realized rather quickly that it wasn't just moving in my mind, it was moving physically because of the earthquake.
6.8 magnitude ended up causing $2 billion in damages.
Do you remember all the establishments in like Pioneer Square?
Yes.
Like the Phoenix Underground, the tattoo place.
Just like piles of bricks
awful.
that had fallen down, and over 400 people were injured. And then, of course, we just had that little rumble, what was it, a week ago?
I slept through that one.
So, plate tectonics, baby.
Oh, I can't believe that was 24 years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, McDonald's fans, they're celebrating this weekend with the 50th anniversary of the Egg McMuffin. So if you want to get a deal, a $1 deal, you could get an Egg McMuffin for $1. You need to have their app. You go there on Sunday. You're able to get hooked up. They're celebrating, again, 50 years of the Egg McMuffin. And then also they just announced that the bagel sandwiches, which I always, many, many years ago, I used to get those all the time. And then they stopped having them. Now they're back. They're going to be available now nationwide.
Do you like the bagel sandwich over the Egg McMuffin?
100%.
Really?
I think their bagel sandwich was the GOAT of breakfast sandwiches.
Right, I'm going to have to try one.
Yeah.
Put it on the list of stuff I haven't had yet.
Hey, as far as weather, it's going to be a nice day today. 59 degrees. It's going to be cloudy. The sun's out as well right now, so that's awesome. The DMD is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
So I used Gemini for the first time the other day, and the most impressive thing to me was just talking to it. You go live with it, and then it's just like you're having a conversation. You can just talk about your day or have it explain something to you or start brainstorming ideas. Let me give you an example. I pretended I have a job interview coming up and asked it to help me prep for the interview. It immediately started suggesting common questions I might get asked. Then I started talking through my answers out loud, and it would give me feedback. And it's all happening in real time, like I'm talking to a career coach or something. That's just what I tried first, but you can talk to it about anything. And I honestly think that's the magic of it, how you can just have this back and forth, and it's all seamless. If you haven't tried it yet, it's definitely worth checking out. You'll see what I mean.
The brand new Grand Casino and Shoreline is now open. Step into the action with Vegas-style table games like Baccarat, Heads Up Hold'em Poker, Pai Gow, Blackjack, and High Card Flush. Feeling hungry? Feast on delicious Chinese, Vietnamese, and continental dishes, plus breakfast favorites. Dine in or take out. And don't miss daily happy hours from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. to midnight. Grand Casino and Shoreline off Aurora. Open daily from 9 a.m. to 4 a.m. Visit GrandCasinoGaming.com. Welcome to the Grand Experience.
Is your team at work feeling a little disconnected? Maybe the workflow's not flowing? Try Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence is the connected workspace where teams can create, organize, and deliver work like never before. In Confluence, teams can whiteboard their vision for any project, easily create or access the relevant pages and resources they need, and discover important context they might not even know they need. Plus, AI helps teams jumpstart brainstorms, organize information, and connect workflows, so teams can move efficiently and create alignment with ease. In fact, with Confluence, teams can see 5.2% average boost in productivity in 1 year. So if your team lacks confidence, try Confluence, the connected workspace where teams can do it all. Set knowledge free with Confluence. Learn more at Atlassian.com/confluence. That's Atlassian.com/CONFLUENCE.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
Auto insurance rates are on the rise, which is why you should call Vern Fonk Insurance. Vern Fonk could save you up to 20% on your auto insurance. The pros at Vern Fonk will do all the work, comparing different plans to find you the best options. And they can insure you over the phone. One call to Vern Fonk could save you up to 20%. Call 206-408-5094. 206-408-5094.
Remember to honk when you drive by Vern Fonk.
Restrictions apply based on a Q3 2023 study of Vern Fonk insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number 107062.